Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? And welcome to Roundup Live. Starfield is finally here! Ugh. And Starfield Mods are actually already making the game better. I'm so excited to hear that because we all know Bethesda games actually have kind of thrived so long because of the mod community. I mean, let's be real. A lot of these games like Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, Fallout have been pretty locked in a vault and did not age very well, but the mod community always comes out there and makes it something playable that is, 10, 15 years old. I'm not gonna make you feel old, but I just did. When with Starfield coming out now, the mod community said, I got you, hold on, let us cook. And that's actually exactly what they did. Not only did the mod team come up with essential mods that really changed the entire game experience, they had the Starfield Upscaler, which allowed DLSS things, so if you want to upgrade and see in the highest graphic fidelity, you can. They've also fixed the combat inventory. Starfield also added a field view adjuster, and you can remove planetary tile boundaries. So, if you want to be like Alana Pierce and spend 7 hours trying to fly to another planet, you can. But we all know the real reason mods exist is to make the absurd and the most stupidest things possible. And these modders understood the assignment. When I tell y'all, I don't think you're ready for this. How about the best evolution as a helmet? Modders got you with the Umbreon Ground Crew helmet. Yes. Yes, indeed. Don't worry, it doesn't stop there. It is also, unfortunately, not yet possible to apply skins to your weapons at will, but I'm gonna hit you with it. We can get Hello Kitty on there with the laser mod. I'm talking about it. Beautiful, excellent. But the fun doesn't stop there. Of course, let's be real, you've all been waiting to play Starfield as your favorite cyberpunk hero, Jack. Yeah, your favorite one.
My favorite one.
Favorite one.
Which is
Ryan Gosling. Obviously.
Not Harrison Ford.
No, not at all. But the amazing Cocoon 5 made a character preset of Ryan Gosling, so you don't have to spend hours making your character look exactly like the celebrity. And the celebrity funds don't stop there either, okay? You know how we're in space. It might be dark. We need to see.
He's Knuff for me.
He's Knuff for you, but it's going to be even more when he's going to be there to light your way, because that's right. There are celebrity flashlights that exist now that have been modded, featuring Nicolas Cage, game dev Todd Howard, as well as Mr. Game Awards himself, Phil Spencer. So if you want to see a beautiful, face lighting your way amongst the stars, you can take a look at him himself. I think you'll love it.
That's a flashlight?
Yeah, it's a flashlight.
That looks
Don't
like
worry
something
about
out
it.
of Doctor Who.
It is very a bit
giant
much. If I'm
head.
being real here, I'll show y'all actually in play. Here you go. I'm not kidding. That's exactly what it looks like.
Can I say something? It looks like the Teletubby son, but instead it's Nicolas Cage.
It's the man on the moon, except it's like creepy.
Well, there's the two other ones that caught my eye, which made me laugh, and I know the mod community was going off. So I have a question. Does your PC have negative RAM, and for some reason you don't own an Xbox? Well, the potato mode mod is for you.
Whoa.
Crunching Starfield's textures down to 128 bits so you can run it on computers from 1969.
Wow.
Beautiful. Excellent. You're gonna love it. And the graphics look phenomenal, don't they? Just impeccable. Can run on any machine, grandma, grandpa's laptop, whatever you need. Don't worry about it. We got you, baby. And lastly, but definitely certain not least, the most essential mod you're going to need for Starfield. That's right, the Kill All Essential NPC mod. Prevents pivotal plot characters from getting back up once you've knocked them down and can ruin your entire game.
I want that.
So, if you're looking to have a new experience for Starfield, be sure to check out and support the mod community for Starfield. The Bethesda mods have been killing it, and they've been adding an elevated experience to a game that maybe should have had some of these essential mods at launch. So we'll see. Don't worry, because Starfield is coming out to PC real soon, so check out your system requirements and make sure you don't actually need the potato mod to run the game. And it is going to be live across the globe, coming out real soon, September 5th. You can get all those release dates and more on the links that we'll share with y'all in the chat. Let us know if you find any other wild mods. I'm sure we would love to feature them on the stream.
See, BK, I really enjoyed this story, but the problem for me was you didn't talk about much horny things. I needed more horny in your story, but that's okay. I'll bring it to the table. That's fine. Let's talk about some Baldur's Gate 3. Last time we've talked about Baldur's Gate 3 here on this channel, it's been a hoot and a holler. We've come across Baldur's Gate successfulness, obviously, we've come across patches that fix genitals and even some sex speed runs.
What?
Which right now, the current first place for sex any percent is 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
Jesus.
I don't know how, but this actually what I'm about to talk about might explain why that's possible. So, BK, Jack,
Hello.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Yes.
What if I told you
I don't like this.
I don't.
that Baldur's Gate 3 wasn't always supposed to be that horny?
You're lying.
I don't believe you.
It wasn't, apparently. Apparently this is just supposed to be a very normal anti-horny game. I don't know what that means.
Anti-horny.
Anti-horny game. So apparently at launch, the romanceable NPCs were more interested in getting in your pants rather than actually getting to know you, like in the beginning of the game releasing. Thoughts, Jack?
You've really personified these NPCs. Like,
Yeah.
Thoughts? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that they felt excruciatingly horny or anything like that, but I mean, I guess I could see it. That I mean, you can kind of choose the path that goes, right?
I don't know. I agree with Spruce Alive. I'm not buying this horny bug thing. Sounds like a cover up. I think they're lying.
Yeah.
Stop pretending. They were meant to be this sexy.
Oh, okay. Well, at PAX West, Eric Switzer mentioned to The Gamer, Swin Vink confirmed that romances were bugged at launch, meaning characters were flinging themselves towards players, especially Gale, the down bad wizard, which was a quote. Down bad wizard was a quote, and it was really good. I loved it. So apparently his character was most affected by this bug, which is not at all surprising. But if he was bad back then, or I guess he's bad now, what's Gale now at this point? Gale's still the horny mess who's down bad and emotionally just spilling himself out at you.
I don't know,
day
man.
one.
Helson's pretty down bad too, if I'm being honest. Just across the board, everyone's just trying to.
No.
Okay?
I'm
Like-
down.
I think
bad for
Blizz is just upset that he couldn't get anyone to make out with him.
Oh, there it
when we did our
is.
playthrough.
Listen,
I'm just
don't
saying, apparently
blame the
they're all super
developers
horny,
for you
but-
not having any
Yep.
riz.
I have
Okay.
riz. I have mini riz.
Sure you do.
Okay.
Okay, well, Vink also stated that the approval thresholds were set too low in the making of the game, and everyone came across as way too horny. Although it has been some times, and there have been some fixes on some characters, some are still down bad. I don't know which characters are down bad. It didn't state, but I'm pretty sure Gale is still someone who is down bad. Fans aren't too upset about the horniness, though. Which, are you upset?
No, I'm not upset.
Chat, are you upset about
Honestly,
horny?
the game could stand to be more horny. How about you give the update where I can turn up the horniness meter?
There's way too many clothes for you in the game.
Where's the patch? Honestly, like, we should just be thirsty.
BK
season.
tried to steal a Drow's underwear.
There should be a.
I successfully stole a Drow's
You're saying there should be a slider? That you
Yeah. Can we have the down bad meter? I would like to have that because apparently Asterion doesn't want me.
No.
Awkward. Well, a lot of people have been super happy with being able to shag a lot. I've been trying my best not to say fuck. Well, anyways.
Is that like a city in Baldur's Gate or near
Shag.
Baldur's Gate? Shag a lot?
Shag a lot.
Yeah.
But it isn't enough to persuade Larian Studios to patch the bug. Vink said that there's a lot of people that enjoy this, but it was too fast and it was supposed to stimulate how real relationships are. In my opinion, some relationships are you bang and you move on. And it happens. That's just life. You bang and you move on, or you bang, have emotions, you develop from there, or you develop emotions, then you bang, and then you keep going.
The problem is you bang and then you send them back to camp. And you have to be around them,
might be the
so
thing.
might be an issue.
Well, it seems like right now this is just something that is going to affect console players the most. So like for us, we didn't really have to use as much Riz in order to get laid. Well, personally, I still haven't gotten laid in the game, so skill issue. But console players will have to really step up their Riz unless you are romancing Gale, because he still ends up pouring his heart out to you like night one. So don't even worry about that. But if Gale's your guy, then I got you. But yeah, I still haven't had sex in the game. What's wrong with me? That's not the ending of this, but what's wrong with me?
It sounds like it's the end of this.
It's skill issue is what that is.
Okay, so if you end up doing a second playthrough and you feel like your Riz is off, don't worry, it's not your fault. just triple your amount of Riz to really get into biz. Please clap.
Well, to finish on a fun note.
Was that not fun?
Oh, man. Hey, The Last of Us, the very, very popular Sony video game, finally opened as a Halloween Horror Nights haunted house in Orlando this past weekend. That's right. Myself and BK got to go out last Friday and check out Halloween Horror Nights Media Night in Orlando, Florida, and it was very, very cool. We got to see a ton of different goodies while we were out there. They showed off all the different foods and whatnot, and we were treated to a surprise appearance by Michael Aiello, who runs Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, yeah.
He is the, let me make sure I get his thing. He's the Senior Director of Entertainment Creative Development, and also Neil Druckmann, who is the creator of The Last of Us, were both there, and they talked a little bit about the process of getting the house up and running. And actually, it all started with a tweet. That's right. Back towards the end of 2021, Neil and his family were actually at Universal Orlando, and he was having a blast. And he tweeted, "Yes, I'd love a The Last of Us Halloween Horror Nights attraction. Who do I need to talk to?" And then within 24 hours, Michael Aiello actually reached out to him through Twitter, and here we are. Less than 2 years later, there is a Halloween Horror Nights house with The Last of Us, which is really, really cool. So the house itself is actually based on the video game, not the HBO show. In fact, Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson, who portrayed Ellie and Joel, recorded some new dialogue for the actual house itself, and they reprised the roles, which is really, really cool. The house is based off the 5th level of the game, which is the Pittsburgh level of the game, and if you've played it, it is basically walking through the video game. You literally start out, there is a truck wrecked against a big pole and people firing it at Joel and Ellie, and it just goes from there. You see all kind of baddies in there. You got humans, you got hunters, infected, even a bloater who looked so very, very cool. BK is running some footage that we actually shot this past weekend of us inside the house, and it was just like, it was really cool. Like, BK, how do you feel about being in the house?
It was amazing. It really felt like you were in one of those like action, like cutscene sequences. Like, I am a part of like a living, breathing cutscene. Like, an amazing experience.
Yeah, it was so neat, and all this, like, it just, everything felt super duper eerie. Or it was
Yeah,
just like,
unsettling.
And it was cool too, because Neil talked with Michael on stage when they were discussing the house, and he said they didn't want to do like a full story thing. They just wanted to lift a section of the game and portray it inside of a house, which is really cool, because a lot of times, like for the Beetlejuice house a couple years ago, they tell the entire story of the movie in a matter of 5 minutes. And you can't really flesh out scenes doing that. And so for this, just having a little bit of the house, a little bit of the story being told in a house really, really worked effectively, and it was a lot of fun. And it was cool. Also, F-bomb got dropped. It was covered up by a gunshot, but it was Ellie saying "mother," and then
whoa,
so good.
It was pretty cool.
They had so many amazing elements, even making sure to incorporate the spores stuff, which is kind of new. Literally being able to look up and see things kind of falling on you. You really felt immersed in the house. Yeah,
it was very, very cool. I mean, everyone looked fantastic. Like, the makeup effects they did on the characters looked great. Like, the bloater looked absolutely incredible and scared the hell out of me. There's like a gag where it's a mirror reflection, so you think they're actually further than they are. Then they are right next to you, and they just kind of pop up.
God.
Oh my God. It was a really, really, really cool effect. Neil himself, Neil Druckmann, actually gave his blessing to the house as well. He loved it. He went through it a number of times. Matter of fact, BK and I got to go through it twice, which was really, really cool. It was the last thing we went on. Was the last house of the night for us. I think, BK, it was your absolute favorite house, right?
Yeah, there was not a one better than this. It was so good. It was amazing.
Thank you very much to Universal for bringing us out there and letting us check it out. It was a very, very cool and awesome experience, and I cannot wait to go back. And also, if you're watching it on Friday night, BK and I went live. We did our very first outside gaming, where we were wandering around Halloween Horror Nights streaming, and so you can probably catch that on the VOD right now over on Twitch if you're a member over here. So check that out. But yeah, it was awesome. And Halloween Horror Nights is running until November 4th out in Orlando, Florida. They're doing it out in California as well as Japan. But I think Orlando is going to be the one you want to go to. It is fantastic. So that'll do it for my look at Halloween Horror Nights and The Last of Us. But what do we got next?
We've got some things actually coming soon and some new releases we should probably get into.
Coming soon. Let's talk about some upcoming games.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So coming soon, gamers, I gotcha. So legend says that one day a traveler will reunite the people
so much.
A traveler will reunite the peoples of the tower who are unable to communicate with each other. Observe, listen, and decipher ancient languages in a fascinating universe inspired by the myth of Babel in Chants of Sinar. I hope I said that correctly.
Sinar.
It's Sinar. It's coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PC today.
Hey! Bridge the divide of an ancient schism between humans and monsters in Rune Factory 3 Special as half-human, half-woolly protagonist Micah farm, fight, and fall in love as you revisit a classic in the series that perfected the blend of RPG and life sim genres. Rune Factory 3 Special is coming to the Switch today! Yay!
I was actually watching someone play this earlier.
Rune Factory 3
Really
So
cool.
cute.
It's a very cute game. All right, let me tell you about this game that no one knows about, and you probably are just hearing about it for the first time. Baldur's Gate 3 is a story-rich, party-based RPG set in the universe of Dungeons & Dragons, where your choices shape a tale of fellowship and betrayal, survival and sacrifice, and the lore of absolute power. The reason that it's in the coming soon is because it's coming out on PlayStation 5 tomorrow.
Let's go. Finally.
Pretty cool.
Console homies with
Console
the Baldur's
homies are-
Gate. Let's
Sounds
go.
boring, said Greg.
And last but not least, Starfield is the first new universe in 25 years from Bethesda Game Studios, the award-winning creators of The Elder Scrolls V Scrim and Fallout 4. Scrim.
Check out Starfield coming out, everybody. If you're playing over the weekend, let us know. Send us all the things. Check out some of the mods we talked about, and we'll see you around.
Well,
next
it's coming to Xbox, Xbox Series S and X, and PC, not PlayStation. September 6th, tomorrow. I think also today. I don't know.
I liked the
we
not
said it was today.
PlayStation. I liked that comment. Not PlayStation.
Not PlayStation.
Anywhere
well, if you're,
but PlayStation.
those of you on PS5 going like, oh, I can't preload it. It's like, well, there you go. That's why. Okay, that's it.
So thanks for hanging out with us. This was Roundup Live. We'll see you next time for more gaming news and updates from the Inside Gaming crew. See you around.
Bye.